Okay, we're rolling. Okay, so hey guys, my name is Jessica Craig. I am calling to you guys from a really small town in Alabama, and I am so excited for you guys to be joining me and listening in. If you can have your cameras on, that would be so super cool because I have my camera on and I just want to see your face too. But if you are doing something that you can't have your camera on, or you just want to cook your dinner or put your kids to bed or do whatever you have going on and not have your camera, that's cool too. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to keep this call super tight, short and sweet. We're going to give you guys some really awesome information. And here we go. So I'm going to start out with a little bit about me and my experience. So I have been drinking and sharing ketones for a little over 4 years now. One of my very best friends who's on this call, and she's going to be sharing with you guys as well. Side note, it says Ashley White. I realize that. But my name is Jessica Craig, so I'm logged into Ashley's account, but I promise y'all I know what my name is, and it's Jessica. It's not Ashley. So anyway, I've been drinking and sharing ketones for a little over 4 years, and one of my very best friends in the world, her name is Mandy. We've been friends for years and years and years. She's waving at y'all. She actually discovered these ketones on the internet. She started drinking them. First of all, I just want to tell you right now, she started drinking them for a few weeks before she shared them with me, and I'm her bestie. And when she finally told me about them, my first reaction was, what in the heck? Why would you not tell me immediately when you found this? Why would you wait a few weeks? Like, I was furious. So if you guys are drinking ketones, if you're thinking about drinking ketones, whatever you have going on in your life right now, you better freaking tell your best friend, or she's going to be super TO'd, okay? Because I was mad. So anyway, with that being said, I forgave her very quickly because she explained to me, she actually sent me a super quick video. Hopefully you guys have been able to watch the video that explains what this is and how it works. I was completely clueless a little over 4 years ago. I didn't know what ketones were. I didn't know really anything about the keto diet. It was all brand new to me. So when I watched the video, when I realized that this was going to help with fat loss, focus, energy, muscle preservation, sleep, mood, like all these incredible things, I was like, give it to me right now. Because let me tell y'all, I am a self-proclaimed serial dieter. Every diet pill, every single trick in the whole entire book that there is to buy, purchase, or try, I promise you I have done it besides surgery. I have struggled with my weight my whole entire life. I've been up and down. I have tried all the diets. One time, I love to tell this because it's crazy, but one time I even ate cabbage soup for an entire week to try to lose weight. Okay, you did too. Who is that? Okay, Emily, you know, girl. Mandy, you did too. Okay, guys. Okay, girl. All right, Angie. So y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I have literally tried everything in the world to lose weight, and some stuff worked. I would lose some weight. I would lose a few pounds. Some stuff didn't even work at all. But at the end of the day, I was never able to sustain anything that I tried. I was never able to actually keep the weight off. Lisa tried the cabbage soup too. How crazy, like eat cabbage soup for a week, what in the world? So anything that I did, I was never able to stick to it long term. And so for me personally, that is not helpful. Like, who wants to lose 10, 20, 30 pounds and then turn around and gain it all back plus more? And that was my life. That's what I did over and over and over again. And so of course, when Mandy said, I have these magical ketones, they're going to do all these amazing things and make you lose weight and make you feel wonderful, I was like, sure, I'll try that too. I've tried everything under the sun. Why would I not try that? So I tried it. Of course, if you've tried ketones on this call, then you already know. If you haven't, you're soon to know, hopefully, that these things are incredible. They actually do what they say they're going to do. And after about 6 days, I found myself at after 12 o'clock in the day without having had a bite to eat. Now, y'all, I have struggled with low blood sugar like all my life, and so I had to eat every few hours or I felt terrible. So how I knew that this was going to work for me was it was after 12 o'clock and I had not had a bite to eat. I didn't feel sick. I didn't have a headache. I wasn't hangry and grumpy. I just felt like my normal self. And I was like, oh, what is this? This is wonderful. So, of course, I fell in love. I continued to drink it. I lost about 50 pounds in about 6 months. And here I am 4.5 years later and have kept all of that weight off. I've continued to drink these ketones and live the lifestyle that I live because it's so super simple. So I don't follow a strict ketogenic diet. I don't track macros. I don't do any of the things that a typical keto person would do. And I've had great success. So if you're somebody on this call who is looking for something that can really help you without being super crazy, something that you can live with long term, I promise you this is for you. So I have so much more to my story, and I could talk to you guys for 100 hours about it, but I'm going to pass it over to Mandy because we have a limited amount of time tonight, and I'm going to let her share a little bit about what this has done for her.
Hey guys, so I'm glad to know I'm not alone in the cabbage soup diet. And you know what's the worst is that it was terrible, and yet I still did it more than once. I did it more than once. The funniest time was that when I couldn't understand why I was getting so fat, but it was actually that I was pregnant with my kid and didn't know. So that was also great. So I was like 8 weeks pregnant, starving myself with the with cabbage soup diet. Okay, so just like you, Jess, I have done like every pill, potion, lotion, rain dance, seance, prayer. I mean, if there's an oil I could have rubbed on my body to help me lose weight, I probably would have done it. I have tried everything. And don't worry, I've also tried eating healthy, and I've also tried working out, right? And there were phases in my life where some of those things would work, but they would not work very long term. There were phases in my life where just restricting calories worked, and then as I aged, it didn't. There were phases in my life where I could go to the gym and work out 3 times and go, oh, look, I lost 5 pounds. But I was like 20, right? Then I had babies. Then I hit my 30s. Then I hit my 40s. And it was right about the time I hit 40 where I found ketones. And at that time, nothing was really working for me. So just like Jess, you know, I had tried everything on the planet, and ketones were it for me. This is how I knew that ketones were it for me. My story is a little bit different. On day 1, my husband and I each drank a pack of ketones, and he came home from work and told me he felt miraculous, and I felt nothing. So I wanted to murder him. Ladies, anybody's husbands like look at a carrot and lose 10 pounds, and you're like, I hate you. I looked at a brownie today and gained 5. Yeah, okay. That's what was happening. So he would come home from work on day 1. Oh my God, babe, I feel incredible. My focus was so great. I didn't crave any junk. Oh, look at this. I lost 3 pounds. I wanted to kill him, right? Day 1 was like that. Day 2 was like that. I kept going, man, I just don't feel anything. I don't think I feel anything. I don't know if this is going to work for me. It's just like everything else out there. Well, here's when I realized that it was working for me. It was on day 6 when I ran out of my 5-pack. And I went, oh, okay, so today's not so great. I'm tired. Oh, okay, well, the last 5 days I didn't want to take a nap. The last 5 days I was the last person standing. The last 5 days I wasn't in the kitchen. The last 5 days I wasn't eating carbs in the middle of the night. Y'all, at sidebar, I was actually trying to do the ketogenic diet like religiously at that time, which is how I found ketones to begin with. And I would get to day 3 or 4 and wake up in the middle of the night and, hi, oh, what am I doing? Oh, I don't know, but for some reason I'm in the kitchen eating these grapes, right? Like that's just what would happen to me. So I looked back over those last 5 days and I was like, man, I haven't eaten all the grapes. I wasn't waking up in the middle of the night to eat something. I didn't feel hungry. I wasn't irritable. I've been sleeping really great. And today without them is terrible. So that was the minute I knew like I had to keep drinking these. And Jack felt so good that he was like, if you don't tell every single person on the planet about these, I will. And I still, and we're going to get to this in a minute, kept it a secret, like Jessica said at the beginning, because I was afraid of what people would think, or I wanted to know all the answers on how it worked, or I wanted to have some miraculous story before I told anybody about it. So I learned, because Jessica almost divorced me, that's not the route to go, y'all. you're going to tell every single person you know about this, because if you don't, they will hate you forever. Maybe there's a good chance they will hate you forever. It was 50-50 that day. Jess could have stayed my friend or divorce me. We don't really know. Luckily she stuck around. So that's kind of how I fell in love with the product. Fat loss was definitely my goal. Jess and I both talked about that. Like, that was really important to us. That's something we were looking for. But really why I continue to drink ketones every day is for the mental clarity. There's so many other benefits to drinking ketones besides fat loss. So great appetite control, reduced carbs and sugar cravings, better sleep, better moods, clearer skin, but focus and mental clarity are at the top of the list for me. So before I found ketones, I was the kind of mom that would yell at my kids saying, "We're going to be late. I can't find my car keys." But my car keys were on my finger. Or I would say things like, "Yeah, as soon as I find my phone." Hey, I would be using my phone. Or I would forget where I parked the car. Or I would write a grocery list, forget the grocery list, get to the store, and not even remember what I had put on the grocery list. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I would walk into a room and not remember why I was there. I would start a sentence. Oh yeah, Lisa just said that. I would start a sentence, and halfway through the sentence, I would not remember what was I even starting, right? My brain was scattered in a million different places. And so when my brain started working and I realized it was a direct result of ketones, I swore I would never go a day without them. So fat loss is really still something that I will probably always consider important. I'm always going to want to be in the best body I can be. I'm always going to want to make sure that I have energy and can do the things I want to do with our kids and future grandkids and all that kind of stuff. But my mental clarity will always be first for me. So that's what ketones have done for me, Jess. And you know what's really awesome is that it's easy. I don't know about you, but all the other plans that I've ever tried are impossible or difficult or confusing, or there's 500 steps, or that freaking cabbage soup that you had to eat for every single meal. So let's maybe spend some time and explain to everybody just how simple it is. You want to give everyone some tips on like simple ways to have good results?
Y'all, are y'all ready for this? Okay, first things first, you got to drink it, okay? If you purchase ketones and you set them on your counter or in your cabinet, they're not going to work. You actually have to drink them. So I'm going to tell you really super quick how that works. You're going to get packets of delicious flavors. We have tons of different ones for you to choose from. We have a variety pack that comes with all the best flavors that we have, but I promise you they're all great. You're going to find one that you love. If you don't, you're a weirdo. So you're going to rip it open, pour it into a shaker bottle or a bottle of water. I love things to be ice cold, so I always encourage everyone to try ketones with ice because I just think they make them better. The amount of water is totally up to you. I always say start with about 14. If it's too sweet, add a little bit more water. If you feel like it's too watered down and not sweet enough, the next time you drink it, add a little bit less. But 14 is a really great starting point. And then you want to drink it down within about 30 minutes. So don't slam it. So don't just chug your ketones because it can definitely send you to the bathroom. And honestly, that's one of my very favorite benefits from drinking ketones is that it keeps me regular. We're going to talk about poop for a second. I go to the bathroom regularly every single day. And I am proud of that. And I'm thankful for that. And it is 100% because of my ketones. As a woman especially, I think we struggle with gut health, and I had constipation issues. I would go days without going, and I would feel sick and bloated and painful and just not good. So if you've ever felt that way, raise your hand or type a 1 in the comments. Tell me I'm not alone. Like, that is the worst. So this definitely helps with just gut health and just getting rid of the inflammation and the crap in your stomach. So, but don't chug it too fast because you don't want to be like, driving to work or something and need to go potty. So about 30 minutes is a great time span to drink your ketones. Other than that, there are really no super strict rules. So I'm going to give you just a couple basic tips on what you can do to make your experience even better. I would say my first rule of thumb is making sure that you're drinking plenty of water. We are all walking around dehydrated. Like, I'm thirsty right now in this very moment. You know what that means? I'm dehydrated. I haven't had enough water today. If you ever feel like you're thirsty, that means you're not drinking enough water. So, great rule of thumb to go off of is half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you're 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water. Here's a cool little hack that I love to use is if I know that I need to drink, 4 of these a day, I could put 4 hair ties or 4 rubber bands or 4 little bracelets or something around my water bottle. Every time I fill it up, I pull it off. At the end of the day, if my rubber bands are gone, I have completed my water challenge. Okay. So that's a great way to just make sure that you're drinking enough water. My next tip is going to be to add electrolytes, because you really want to make sure whether you're drinking ketones or you're doing the actual keto diet, that you're replenishing the electrolytes into your system. So we have a really great supplement called Mitoplex that you can add to your order. So if you decide to order ketones, I highly recommend adding that Mitoplex. It's going to make everything work better. I promise it will up your results. It will make you feel so much better. If you don't want to add hours though, if you're not ready to try Mitoplex, just at least make sure that you grab one from GNC, Walgreens, Target, wherever you shop, and just grab an actual electrolyte supplement. Powerade, Gatorade, Smart Water, those things really just aren't enough for what you would need. So let's talk about fat loss really quick. So if you're looking for fat loss, if that's your goal, unfortunately, for most people, this is not a magical powder that's going to make you drop 35 pounds just from drinking it, okay? So here's what's going to happen. This is going to stabilize your blood sugar. So what this does is it helps you to go longer between meals. So I used to, like I told you guys in the beginning, I had to eat every few hours or I felt awful. So with the stabilizing your blood sugar, you can fast. So I'll recommend that you try out intermittent fasting. Have any of you guys ever tried that? Raise your hand. Okay. Intermittent fasting is a complete game changer. So what you want to, what your first goal is to go for 16 and 8. So that's where you eat for 8 hours and you fast for 16. So I like to recommend cut off your eating at 8 p.m. at night. Don't eat anything until 12 p.m. the next day. Basically, it's a fancy way of saying skip breakfast. So that's all you have to do. You drink your keto nat in the mornings, you skip your breakfast, and then you wait until lunchtime before you have your first meal. Now, a lot of times we get the question, well, what do I need to eat? So if you're someone who needs like a complete plan, you need someone to tell you what to eat, you want to know all these different recipes, we've got tons of great resources for that. So just get with whoever invited you to this call. They can make sure that you're added to a support group with great recommendations and recipes. But I just love to tell people, keep it simple, make mindful choices, leave the bun off your burger, replace your taco shell with lettuce, eat the fajitas at the Mexican restaurant, but leave off the rice and beans. If you go eat Italian and you want to have pasta, ask them to replace your pasta with broccoli or zucchini noodles. A lot of places have that now. So there's really so many great, just swaps that you can make. But at the end of the day, don't mess up good for perfect, okay? You don't have to track your macros. You don't have to be strict keto. You don't have to completely restrict yourself of everything in the whole entire world that you love. I still drink margaritas, y'all. I still drink wine. I still have the occasional slice of pizza, and I've still been able to lose and keep off 50 pounds because I drink these ketones, and they just help so much with everything. So again, this is the lifestyle. We don't want you to think that this is a quick fix or something that you can do for a few days. We want you to do something that you can sustain long term, okay? So at the end of the day, drink your ketones every single day. 1 is great, 2 is even better. Make sure you're drinking your water, add an electrolyte supplement, and be mindful of your choices. That is it. If you want to get crazy and throw in some sort of exercise, you're going to up your results even more. I have never been a workout kind of girl. I've never been someone that has been consistent with any type of workout plan until I started drinking ketones. And I'll tell you why. And it's because I just felt so encouraged. I felt so much better. I had more energy. I could see the results. And I felt like, you know what? I'm going to take this to the next level and I'm going to start working out. And then before you know it, I became addicted to working out. And so now I do it every single day, and I have for the last few years, and it's changed my whole entire life. So those are my tips and tricks around how to get the best results. Mandy, would you like to share with everybody on, how they can get the very best deals with this?
Yeah, 100% for sure. And a couple of things about what Jess just said. I always tell people, like, what is so magical about ketones and why I do call it my magical powder is because if you've ever been the kind of person who can't stick with a plan, if you've ever been the kind of person who can't stick with a lifestyle, you know that saying where they're like, the only diet that works is the one you can live with. The only diet that works is the one that you can make a lifestyle. I have been that person that could never stick with anything. I was always going to try something else. I was always going to find something else. I was always looking at different ways to eat, different ways to do a diet until I found ketones. And when you have energy, when you have focus, when you have great mental clarity, when you are in a good mood, when you are sleeping well, it's easy to stay on track, right? It's easy to focus on the things you need to focus on when you feel all of those ways, right? So there's magic in what we have, even though it's not literally like I'm going to drink this, eat a Taco Bell and lose 28 pounds overnight. I mean, you might lose 28 pounds overnight if you ate a Taco Bell, but that's because it's coming right out. But you know what I'm saying? It's not that kind of a magic. It's magic in the sense that it makes all that other stuff that makes being healthy hard easy. So I love listening to Jessica's story. And one more thing I want to point out too, doesn't matter how good ketones make me feel, it always makes me feel better when I hear someone else's story and I know that they're experiencing that because I shared it with them. Like that's another great thing about this. So a couple other things that are going to help you have really, really, really great results. Jessica said at the beginning, you have to drink them, and we're going to tell you to drink them every day and drink them consistently. And what's really cool is that there's actually a perk to drinking them consistently. Prove It wants to reward you for drinking them every single day. Prove It wants to give you a little bit of a perk because you're committed to making sure that these are down your esophagus and into your belly every single day. And that is that we want to give you a discount when you commit to doing that. So when you commit and say, I'm going to try this, right? Not for 5 days, not for 10 days, because lots can happen in 5 or 10 days, but it's consistency over time that the product is going to work even better and better and better and better and better for you. So what we do is we give you this really cool option to set up a smart ship. Did y'all have a heart attack when I said that? Okay, listen. I just bought some shampoo from a girl who sells shampoo. I'm pretty sure there's only a couple of places that sell shampoo from your home, okay? And I am now locked into a mother freaking contract. And I'm not even 100% sure I love this stuff, but I have to order 2 more orders that equal like $175 each. So I basically want to stab myself with these safety scissors. I used to be a teacher, so I have little kid scissors still at my desk. I basically want to stab myself in the eye with these. That's why I hate smart ships. That's why I hate auto ships. And to be quite frank with you, that's why I used to think this kind of stuff was weird, because I knew I was going to get sucked into something and I was going to be locked into something. That's not the kind of smart ship we have here, y'all. You're not locked into anything. You can cancel at any time. There are no contracts. We don't hold you down and make you buy stuff, even if you don't love it. But what we want to do is help you be consistent, because we know that's going to be a really great way to get really great results. So we're going to offer you a really cool benefit for doing that. So when you set up a smart ship, you get 22% off all of your future smart ships. And actually right now you get 22% off on anything else that you order during the month if you spend $150 or more. So it gives you this really cool opportunity to take all of your ketones for the rest of your life and never pay full price ever again. I think that's a pretty cool benefit. Also, knowing that my ketones are going to show up on my door every single month on about the 8th of the month means I'm never going to be without. I'm never going to have to go, oh my God, I ran out. I can't drink them today. I literally just got a text message from someone who is out of ketones and wants to come over and pick some up because she's like, it's not going to be here for 2 more days and I cannot deal with this. So I promise you, you don't want to run out. The other really cool perk is that not only do we give you 22% off, but then when you do order consistently, every 4 months, we give you a completely free box. So like my electric bill, I got that on auto pay. They don't give me a free month. My car payment's on auto pay. I don't get a free month of my lease. Wouldn't that be awesome, Jess? If Jaguar was just like, oh, you paid 4 months in a row. Here's a free month on a lease. That would be so cool. Ketones are different. We give you a free box. So SmartShip is going to help you be consistent. SmartShip is going to help you load up on all sorts of fun, great flavors and have tons of a variety because we're going to give you a free box. So you're going to be consistent. You're going to get great results. And here's another tip too, y'all. And it's something else that we reward you for. This is kind of cool. Another great way to get really great results is to partner up with somebody. Anybody make it to the gym a little bit faster when you know you have to meet someone there? Yeah. Anybody, when you were in school, get your work done because you knew the girl next to you was going to have her work done and you're like, shit, I guess I'm not getting my work done too. Yeah, something like that, right? So we're more, yes, Emily, I can check on that for sure. I can touch on that for sure. So you're more likely to be consistent. You're more likely to make smart choices when you have people checking in with you, right? When everyone in my house is eating healthy, it's easier for me to eat healthy, right? So it's really cool to grab an accountability partner. Improve It wants to reward you for grabbing an accountability partner too. So another great way to save money on ketones, because I don't know how your mom has raised you, but my mama raised me never to pay full price, is A, set up SmartShip so you never pay full price again, but B, bring people with you. Prove It is so super cool that when you bring 2 friends to do let's say you want to get started with the 10-day challenge, which we're going to go over in just a second. You get started with the 10-day challenge. You find 2 friends to do the 10-day challenge with you. The next month, you're going to get a 10-day challenge for free. Also not something that happens in my regular life. I have a friend who's a realtor, Jessica, and I'm pretty sure he has sold beautiful homes to multiple friends of mine. We still paid a realtor fee when we bought this house, right? I have referred multiple people to the girl who cuts my hair, does my lashes, does my nails. Nope, I don't get free lashes. I don't get free haircuts. Well, now I kind of do because my daughter's in school, but you know what I'm saying. I don't get free haircuts. I don't get free lashes. I don't get free manis and petties. I get oh, thank you so much. Your friend Debbie came in. She loved it. You're welcome. Right? So A, you're going to have people come do this with you. You're going to have a better result. You're going to have a better experience because you've got an accountability partner and y'all are going to be able to check in on each other. B, you're going to light up like a Christmas tree when they tell you how amazing they feel, just like I lit up like a Christmas tree listening to Jessica talk about how amazing she felt. Double bonus. Triple bonus, we're going to give you a free box because you brought 2 people along for the ride. So it's just another couple of ways to make sure that you have really great results with the product and a couple of ways to save some money. And I know that's not what you actually asked me, Jessica. You actually asked me how you can get started. So I'll go into that real quick too. So surprisingly, I don't even have anything. Oh yeah, I do right here. So first things first, you can grab the person who invited you on this call or shared this recording with you, and you can say, hey, listen, I want to check this out. Even though Jessica and Mandy seem totally normal, Jessica lied about her name the entire time. She said Ashley, and it's really Jessica. So maybe I can't believe these girls, and this is just a big old scam. So maybe I should just try it out first. Maybe that's where your head is. That's totally fine. Ask the person who invited you to the call or shared the recording with you if you can grab a trial pack. They can put together 5 packs, 10 packs of whatever flavors they have on hand, and you can buy a trial pack from them. It's a great way to get started. It's how I got started. It's not how Jessica got started, but it's how I got started. I got started with the trial pack, remember, because on day 6, I felt like garbage. So you can do that. You can also, look at me, I wasn't ready. You can also start with the 10-day Drink Ketones challenge. Jessica has one in front of her as well, which I happen to think is the #1 best and most amazing way to get started, and here's why. It gives you 20 servings, 5 or 6 different flavors, half caffeine free. There is a physical guide on the side of the box, and there is a digital guide that you can get in our free app called Prove It Pulse that will walk you through how to do it, tips and tricks, ideas for how to track your success in your journey. You get a free support group. It's discounted. Like, why wouldn't you get this? This was not an option when we got started. I had to pick a flavor, and none of them were great. So we've come a long way in 4 years. All of these flavors are incredible. So this is probably one of my very favorite ways to get started. If fat loss is your goal, when you get started with this, I'm also going to encourage you to add on the Keto Reboot. It's a 60 hours, so 2.5 days system that will completely reset your metabolism and help you get some extra results. So that's another great way to get started. And then a third way to get started is, you thought to yourself, well, Jessica / Ashley and Mandy, I don't have another name. My name is Mandy. While Jessica and Mandy were talking, and I was thinking, gosh, my bestie would probably be pissed at me if I started and didn't tell her. My bestie might actually break up with me. She wouldn't be on a Zoom with me 4 years later if I found something that worked and didn't tell her about it. Maybe you thought of other people who needed those benefits. Maybe you have a text message with your girlfriends about how you can't fit in your pants and you can't stop eating pizza. I had a text message like that, right? Jessica was in it, which is probably why she's so mad at me that I didn't tell her, right? So if you can think of people in your life that might want to do this too, I would get with the person who invited you to this call or shared this recording with you and just let them know, like, hey, I actually think I could get my product for free because I know 2 people for sure. And I actually think I might know more than 2 people. And why that's an important thing to tell them is, if you know more than 2 people, we give you actual money. I mean, actual money. Like, you can use it to pay your bills. You could use it to go on a vacation. You could use it to go out to dinner. You could use it to get a Starbucks and then just sit in the parking lot and not talk to a single human being for 3 hours. That sounds great, right? Today I just meandered around Target. You could use it to buy whatever you buy whenever you do that. I don't know. But if you know more than 2 people, you could actually do this as a business. We have some really cool promoter packs that you can purchase that give you a discount on product. We show you how to sell, and this is dead stone cold serious, y'all. We show you. We don't just say, bye, have fun with those 10 boxes of ketones. We show you step by step how to share them with people so that you can keep all of the ketones you want to drink that month for yourself, sell the rest as trial packs, and earn 100% of your money back. We show you step by step how to earn the bonuses that are available to you. And there are $750 in bonuses available to you in your first 30 days when you get started. Right? Andy just went like this. She raised the roof over that. Listen, a lot of things have happened in our life financially since we decided to start sharing this with people. But I will tell you, those 2 bonuses, there's a $250 bonus and a $500 bonus. That's where the $750 comes from. Those 2 bonuses shifted our life. I needed it. So we will show you, we will lock arms with you, we will give you all the steps, we will give you all the tools, we will give you all the things to say or do without being weird. We don't like weird people. So if you want to be a weirdo and spam people and send cold messages, you can go ahead and get off this Zoom because we don't like that. We aren't going to let you be a weirdo. We're going to let you be cool. We're going to let you be awesome. We're going to show you how to care enough about people to tell them that you found this. And we're going to help you earn an income while you do it. So if that's something that you'd like to do, for sure, hit the person who brought you onto this call and we can show you how to do that too. Did I miss anything, Jess?
No, I just wanted to say one more thing. I just want to say we love you guys and thank you for at least listening in. So we encourage you to just get in where you fit in. So whether that be a trial pack like what Mandy talked about, the 10-day challenge, or maybe, what she said resonated with you, I will tell you this super quick. When Mandy shared these ketones with me, she also shared that there was a business involved and she really didn't even know my full financial situation. She didn't know how desperate I was, and the fact that I had been literally praying for something to come into my life so that my family wouldn't have to struggle and live paycheck to paycheck and only get $20 in our gas tank and say no to our kids more than we could say yes, and literally just struggle all the time. And so I knew that there was something out there for me. I just didn't know what it was. So I just want to say that first things first, I truly believe that you're probably on this Zoom call for a reason, and you may be hearing this, and what you're hearing you may have this little voice in the back of your head that's saying, you know what, maybe I can do this. Like, that really sounds like me. That really sounds like the position that I was in. So if that's you, please, I just encourage you to reach out to whoever invited you to this call and say, I would love more information. We are also going to have a call that's solely based on the opportunity, the business, how you can make money, how we do what we do on Thursday night. So if you would love to hear more information, you can get an invite to that call. But otherwise, we love you. We appreciate you. We want to share this with the whole entire world. I cannot wait for all of you guys to start drinking this. And if anybody has any questions, just come off mute and let us know. Otherwise, we're going to let y'all hop off. Going once.
Wait, hold on. Somebody asked about the why there's only 20 in a box when there's 30 in a day.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are a handful of different reasons why there's only 20 in a box instead of 30. One of them, I'm just going to be, are y'all okay with having a businessy conversation? Ketones are worth their weight in gold. I only waited for Jessica to raise her hand. Sorry, I didn't ask the rest of your permission. Ketones are worth their weight in gold. And once you start drinking them, I promise you, you would pay twice as much for them as what you're currently being asked to pay. However, they are expensive to make. The science, the technology, the research, the groundbreaking literal science, literal magic that goes into this so that they can be bioidentical to the ones your liver makes so that your body can use 100% of them so that we can create and give you the world's cleanest bioidentical, naturally fermented ketone in the entire world, where you will never find anything like it anywhere else. It costs money to do that. And if we had 30 in a pack, it would be expensive. It just would be, right? And so you, as someone who's initially getting started, it might be a harder option for them. So if it's 130 for 20, you have to add 65 on, it would be $200. It would be $195 for a 30 pack, right? Which is worth it, but a little bit harder to swallow. It would have been really hard for me to swallow, y'all, 100%. I wasn't even sure how I should have been spending the 130. I almost didn't buy it because I was like, ugh, I shouldn't be spending this. So there's a reason why. It's to make it an approachable thing for you to try, number one. And number two, once you start earning ketones for free, which is super easy to do, even as a customer, even if you have no desire to build a business, once you start earning ketones for free and you start sharing them with other people will buy more than one box a month. You will buy more than one box a month. And so what I really love, I have 3 boxes on my Smart Ship for me, 3 boxes on my Smart Ship for my husband, and that gives us 6 different flavors, right? So we can build our own. I like that our boxes only have 20, because if they didn't, I would be more likely to just have 1 or 2 flavors in the house. Now I have 6 because I want to have 3 different flavors. I drink 2 a day, so I need 3 boxes. So I want to have multiple different flavors. He wants to have multiple different flavors. So I actually think it's really cool that we only do 20 in a box. It gives you an opportunity to play around with it. That being said, we do have 2 products that are 30 servings. It is our Orange Dream Keto Pro and our Chocolate Swirl Keto Pro. Both of them are protein drinks that do have a therapeutic dose of ketones in them, a little bit less ketones than Ketonette, and these have dairy and a little bit more calories, right? Because it's like a protein drink. It's almost like a meal replacement. So if you really want a 30 serving canister and you're cool with drinking one flavor every single day, then you can do that one. I'm not dissing it, but as you can see, it's not the way I would suggest for you to go. I would say they're great. I drink chocolate swirl all the time. They're great, but I would encourage you to start with Ketonette. And if cost is why you're wondering, why is there not 30 in a bundle? Then let's just help you share it so you don't have to worry about the cost at all. And then someone said, can I use this as a type 2 diabetic? We cannot give any medical advice whatsoever. So if you have any medical conditions that you're being seen for by a physician, you just need to check with your physician the same way you would hopefully about any supplement. That being said, we do have videos from doctors and specialists that address that question, and whoever invited you to this call, Sharon, can get you in touch with me or Jess, and we can get those videos to you so you can hear from an actual doctor. Anything else?
I think we're good. And again, thank you guys so much for hopping on. I know me and Mandy are like chatty Cathys. We get on these calls and go way over what we expected. So thank you guys for staying on here with us. And hopefully we will see you again on Thursday night if you're interested in hearing about the business. And if not, get with whoever invited you and let's just get you drinking these ketones. Love you guys so much. Have an awesome Tuesday night. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Jess.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mandy.